What's up, Boo Sugars? I'm Amber and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome for the first time. If you're already a member of the family, welcome back. Now, today I have a product review. Oh, I love a good old-fashioned review. We're going to be reviewing the McGRATH Mega Mothership Divinity Eyeshadow Palette. So, if you want to know more about this palette, and it is worth your money, stay tuned, sugars. Okay, this is the palette right here. This is the Mothership Divinity palette, the Mega Celestial. Honey, it's just so many words. It's just an eyeshadow palette, honey. Why they gotta do all this fancy stuff? Anyway, this palette retails for $78, which is a little bit on the steep side. But this is a large palette, and especially in comparison to the other palettes that she have that are way smaller, that retail for $125. I'm like, oh, you crazy? I love you, Pat McGrath, but you tripping, sis. But this one does retail for $78. It has 18 colors in the palette, and most of the colors in this palette are, I'm just gonna cover this up so you won't have like this huge glare. But most of the colors in the palette are like a shimmer, like a shimmery finish. But there are only 3 in here that are a matte finish, and these are mainly the colors that are going to be for the crease and like for the outer V. I do like the colors. They do lean a little more on the warmer side, a lot of pinks and purples, a few greens and golds. Now, if you're not a pink or purple person, you definitely are going to want to skip this palette. I would say if this was like based on a percentage, this palette got 80% purple. So if you don't like purple and you don't like pink, you want to skip this palette. Okay. So, upon my first impressions of the palette, it blends very smoothly. This is my very first Pat McGrath eyeshadow product. I wear the foundation, I wear the concealer, and I wear the powder, but I have never tried the eyeshadows. So I was very pleased with how buttery these do blend on the skin, and they do show up exceptionally well on deeper skin tones. So if it shows up as good on deeper skin tones, it definitely will show up on more light and fair skin tones. Now, these eyeshadow wells are pretty much a decent size. They're about the size of a quarter, like a quarter size when it comes to circle diameter. I don't know exactly how deep these are. It does have a 12-month shelf life. And one thing I can say about powders in particular, you don't necessarily have to go by this 12-month shelf life versus like a mascara or like a liquid or a cream product. Powders do tend to last a lot longer than that 12-month shelf life. And let's be realistic, unless you are a makeup artist, I strongly doubt you will pan this palette within a 12-month period. Now, it does have the colors on the back, and I like that. I usually prefer to have them on the front, but I'm not mad. At least the colors are on there somewhere. But versus you have to read the back of a freaking box, or you have to hold on to that little plastic sheet of paper and, you know, go back, oh my God, it's this color, it's that color. So I do like the fact that they put the colors on the back of the palette. And it does have like a wrapped cardboard packaging. Very cute design. Typical Pat McGrath fashion, a lot of gold, a lot of metallics, very beautiful, expensive looking packaging. Even though I'm not the hugest fan of cardboard palettes, I do like that they are good for the environment, but I'm not a fan of them in the sense where sometimes the product does get damaged, especially in my makeup kit. When I'm traveling, I find that a harder case palette does a lot better for me in particular, but they don't necessarily have to be for you, just for me, okay? Now, I am going to swatch some of these colors here, and for a point of reference, I am a shade NC45, well, NC40, between NC43 and NC45. In the summertime, I'm an NC45 minimum. I can go up to a 46, sometimes 47, depending on how much sun I be getting, you know what I'm saying, depending on how much I be twerking on the beach. City girls. But anyway, in the front. But That's the deepest I'll go. The fairest I would go is an NC43. So right about now, I am in the process of transitioning back to my winter color. So right now, I am right at the NC44. So I'm just gonna swatch these on my wrist so you can have an idea. Like if you were NC44 or 45 or 43, so you can kind of have an idea of what these colors will look like on you. I'm going to start right here with this pink one. I've already used this color, but I do like the fact that they are like dual chrome and they got that, you know, little sexy iridescence. You think it's one thing, then you find out it's another. Kind of like dating, you know, dating where you think this dude is like a good man and find out he's a piece of dukkha. But anyway, back to these eyeshadows. So it does kind of have that iridescent dual chrome, and this is more of like a rose gold. Then we have this one here, which is like a deep, like burgundy. And I do like how pigmented the matte eyeshadows are in the palette. It's very difficult to get like a matte shadow to pick up. And then this is kind of like a rusty ruby red. Very beautiful. And then I'm going to go into this deep color here. It's like this shimmery purple. It almost looks like some stars at night. And this color is very gorgeous. It picks up a lot of that glitter. And what I find with these, I only have to do like one pass to get a good swatch, which that's really a good sign when it comes to pigmentation in the palette. So now I'm down here on this gold. It's kind of like a coppery gold. It doesn't have any dual chrome reflects in it, so I'm going to use my pinky finger because that pinky finger doesn't have product on there. I mean, look at how shimmery that is. And I'm just going to put that right here. I know it's out of order, but look at how beautiful that is. That would be like amazing, especially like on deeper skin tones. Now, I'm going to roll up this sleeve on the chimp. You know what I'm saying? I roll these sleeves. And I'm going to get into this one right here. And on the screen, and that's what I do like about it, it's really cool. On the screen, it definitely reads green on the screen. But over here, it is nowhere near green. It is like a blue purple. So that's really cool. It's kind of like that little stupid ass conversation we were having. Like that debate, like what color is this dress? What color is this shadow? But we finna find out. So on my finger, it looks more of a goldy bronze, but on my wrist, well, now it comes out more of a gold. It does have that dual chrome in there as well. It has a very wet look. I like that. It puts me in the mind of like the MAC Dazzle shadows, but it doesn't have that chunky glitter. I hate that chunky glitter that's in the MAC Dazzle shadows. I'm just totally not here for it. But now I'm going to go down to this one right here. And I'm not going to even swatch this one on my hand. I'm just going to show this on my eye. I have it right here. That's what I have on my eye. It's this really pretty purple color. It's called Megapite. It would have helped if I was calling out these names, wouldn't it? See, don't dislike, just hit like and just pray for me, honey. I just can't keep up from time to time. I'm getting all around these parts. But anyway, now we're down here to this other one. It looks brown on the screen, but it is definitely a brown. It's like a reddish brown, but look at this. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. I mean, just one swatch. That's it. Just one little pass. Now this one is kind of like a mauve color and like a mauve rose. And that one, it's a good swatch. I think it's just my skin tone when it comes to this one, so it doesn't show as much on my skin. But I mean, it's still a really good swatch. Sister definitely gonna use that as a blush. You hear me? Now this one here is kind of like a mossy green or olive green or peridot green. Look at that. That's really nice. So this right here. These colors are beautiful. I'm very impressed with this palette. But before I get out this video, I'm gonna tell y'all what I want to get. And this one here is kind of like a champagne gold. So one. It's not as yellow gold as this one, but it's a really pretty champagne type of gold. Now, with here, this is another gold. I mean, this palette has a lot of golds in it. Like, if you're not a gold or purple or pink person, this definitely will not be a palette for you, but I like those type of colors, so I'm in eyeshadow heaven. Now, these two look very close on the screen, but in person, they do read very differently. I'm gonna kind of move it close. As you can see, this one's a lot more cool tone, and that one's more warm tone. I mean, definitely not a big deal if you don't care about the value of color like that, like the different shades of color. If you just like a gold is a gold, I don't really care. It ain't gonna affect you none. With me, I notice every little micro bit of color, and I'm gonna lose my mind over it. But now we over here, and in person, this one looks like another soft champagne. And when I swatch this one, it reads more like a peachy gold. And all of these will make really nice highlights. Really nice highlights. This one is, to me, when I see this, I think of MAC Amber Lights all day. That's Amber Lights. My name is Amber, so it's the best eyeshadow in the world. And these look kind of close. Pat, get your life, okay, sis? You playing too damn much. Be a little more versatile. But anyway, and see this one here, it reads way more purple, but in person, it's like a deep eggplant, so it's more vibrant on the screen. But let's see how it swatches on my hand. See, it has like a blue, like an eggplant purpley blue, and I do have that on my lid as well. I probably shouldn't even have to swatch that, but I do have it on my lid as well. Now we on this end here, and in person, this is definitely a, I'm gonna lean and see if we can get a different angle. These eyeshadows, the duochrome in these things are like sickening. But this is a bronze in person, and on screen, it reads very, very maroon. So, just gonna get that on my fan. Look at that. See? It's like, that's dope as fuck. Hey. So I'm gonna swatch this. I'm gonna swatch this joint. Let's swatch her right here. I mean, it's sickening. Like, you can't put this eyeshadow palette in front of somebody who is under the influence of anything. They're gonna lose their mind, because they're gonna be like, dang, that's green, then turn around, it's orange. It's crazy, isn't it? So now we're here. In person, this looks like a burgundy color, but on screen, it's a deep purple. So let's see what she's working with. Deep purple on the skin. This palette is amazing. Now we're down to the last one, which is here. It reads gold on the screen, and it is gold in person, so that's good. Hopefully don't swatch freaking turquoise, because Pat is playing with our emotions here. Look at that. That's the gold finger.
I love gold.
Or is that gold member? I don't know. All right. So I'm going to swatch that one here. And I expected more of a pop, but when you rotate it, it just blends in with my skin. I guess I'm a Memphis style honey gold hot wing. But yeah, these are all the swatches. And I can honestly say this is a good value for the book. They did not sell out as fast as I thought they would, considering the fact getting a $70 eyeshadow palette or $80 eyeshadow palette from Pat McGrath this size is like amazing. I promise you, I had to look at it twice and be like, like, surely this is $200. Surely somebody's gonna put their credit card information in, and then it's gonna be like just default to like $350 or something like that, because Pat McGrath is busting heads. But I mean, you know, she's too darn horn. Like, she's a legend. She's an icon in the game. You know what I'm saying? But iconic or not, you ain't gonna be getting no $120 from me for no palette. Not now, not never. Pat. It ain't gonna happen, girl. But anyway, I do like this palette. I do recommend this palette, especially for the price point. Now, if you are more of a matte person and you don't like shimmers, do not get this palette. You'll be very pissed off because it has 3 matte colors in it. But if you are like a cut crease queen and you like to have popping colors on your lids, this is amazing. Perfect for the price. It is kind of big, so I'm not gonna say it's travel friendly. At least not in my book. It's not travel friendly. And even though it's cardboard, it is a sturdy packaging. But I'll tell y'all this: the drama that I had with the Pat McGrath company and this palette was just ridiculous. When this palette was ordered, I've not ordered Pat McGrath before. Like I said, I wear their foundation, I wear their powders, I wear their primers, concealers, I wear their complexion products all the time. So I've never had an issue purchasing or having anything shipped. It always shipped in a timely manner, and yes, I'm considering what's going on with COVID. So I wasn't expecting to get my palette the next day. Excuse me, not. See, every time I say COVID, I start coughing.
COVID demon, I rebuke you. COVID demon, I rebuke you. COVID demon, I rebuke you. The power of Mucinex compels you.
Anyway, but with this palette, I ordered it when it comes to my dress, thinking it was not going to be a big deal, right? I got a coupon code. Sis got a nice chunk of change. I was not going to pay $80 for this shit. I just wouldn't do it. So I got a nice chunk of change off. I should have known it was a catch. Like when Pat McGrath say you give her some money, it's a catch. Why you gotta do us like that, Petty Pat? Petty Pat, why you gotta do us like that, Project Patard? But so I'm sitting up here waiting on my palette to ship. It ships out in a timely manner. Then I get a notification from UPS, aka Oops. Because oops, they ship to the wrong house. But okay, so I get this notification saying, "Hey, it's an incomplete address." How? Frank? How? But Pat McGrath, I'm not gonna say Pat McGrath personally, or maybe she did, but Pat McGrath Labs, they sent my package all the way to Memphis. I don't know how this happened, with no address. It just had my email address in the actual address slot, according to UPS. All right. So my package says, like, I got this notification saying the address was incomplete, and then like 5 minutes later, it said address has been updated, it's been corrected. No longer delayed shipping. You'll get your package, blah blah blah, and it was like out for delivery. Okay, so at 10:18 that morning, I got a notification saying that my package had been shipped, which that's a lie because my office is in the front of the house, so I can see out the window. Like, I can see the UPS truck come up the street, and I can just see the little sexy driver with the nice cakes and the brown shorts on. Let me get back on task. I saw him drive past the house and he didn't drop no package off. He didn't drop no box off. When I say no box, he didn't drop no package off, no box. And I know because that's the day the fine UPS man be driving. So I know when he be delivering packages because I be looking. And he was not delivering the box, to this house. So I'm like, I didn't get my package. Come to find out, they delivered my package to another random address. So I thought it was random. But they finally gave me the address they delivered it to. They tried to recover the package 3 times, could not recover the package. So I personally went to the address to get it myself. I said, this is mine. And come to find out, the person they delivered the package to had the exact first and last name that I had. No cap. and her street address sounded like, well, not the number, but the name of the street. If you say it fast enough, it kind of sounded like the street I lived on. And it was cool. So I left a note on their mailbox, and I was like, hey, can you call your girl? Y'all got my package. And they were super nice. They were super honest. She was like, we called UPS. They had them come pick it up, but they never came to pick it up. So I came to pick up the package, met them. They were like the nicest people, the most honest people. And I appreciated that. For Christmas, I'm totally gonna send them like a Christmas card, maybe like a little 20 Starbucks gift card. Honest people these days, very hard to find, so I appreciated that. I appreciate, that she gave me my little mothership, you know what I'm saying? So I emailed Pat McGrath, and they had sent out another palette or whatever, but that was before I got my palette from other people who delivered to. So what I'm thinking, I may either gift it to a family member or a friend, or if y'all show me some love, give some likes and some subscriptions, I may host a giveaway. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do as of yet. Y'all will be finding out pretty soon if I'm gonna give the palette, because this palette's huge. I don't need two of them. It's apparent. I don't need two of them. So maybe all that happened so I can be a blessing to somebody else, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be getting another Pat McGrath palette, and yeah, maybe a giveaway, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like I don't need the subscriptions and likes on this bitch. It's dry as a desert over here, yet you not notice. But anyway, thank you for watching. Y'all let me know if y'all are picking up this palette, or if you already have this palette. And if you haven't, what do you think about it? Do you feel that it's worth the money? Are you just over all of these makeup launches? I ain't gonna even lie, I'm kind of over it. This was just a good opportunity, especially with my little code. But I'm just kind of over it all. I already decided that next year I'm probably gonna start a no buy. I'm probably gonna go the whole 2021 and on a no buy. Honestly, on a no buy. I don't want to buy a house. That's like my main goal. I want to buy a house, a sizable house, and before I can't be getting my mortgage money. Fuck that. So anyway, I love you all. Y'all come back and see me. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Share the video with a friend. Tell them to like and subscribe, because the more people that come to my channel, the more likely. But anyway, Boo Sugars, I love y'all. Y'all come back and see me. What else? Because I'm so worried. Oh yeah, if you be watching my videos and you be disliking my videos, or you watch my videos and you don't hit like, or you don't subscribe, and then I give you 2 videos, because sometimes you gotta feel somebody out. But if you watch my videos 3-4 times, it's apparent you're feeling your girl. And if you don't like and subscribe, you ugly as fuck. That's gonna be my new outro. You ugly. I got 4 chins. Love you, Boo Sugars. Back.